If the increasingly materialistic nature of the holidays is wearing you down, perhaps it's time for something a little unorthodox. There's one celebration that isn't rooted in religious tradition or scripture, but rather in television. If you've got a holiday grievance, reporter Phil Heidenreich will show you a new way to celebrate this time of year.
Many Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
The secular holiday Festivus was created by TV screenwriter Daniel O'Keefe and first appeared on a 1997 Seinfeld episode.
A Festivus for the rest of us.
Frank Costanza's Festivus is loose on rules, but here are a few basics. Festivus is supposed to be celebrated on December 23rd. In lieu of a Christmas tree, there's an unadorned aluminum Festivus pole. The holiday involves an airing of grievances which sees friends and family berated for their disappointments over the year. A feats of strength tradition requires someone to wrestle the host of the event until they're pinned. And finally, common, easily explainable events are deemed Festivus miracles. Nathan Radke, a professor of pop culture at Humber College, says the celebration is a way of casting off the pressures and commercialism of traditional holidays.
One of the reasons that Festivus has taken off is that it is a reaction. People are trying to get back Christmas because they've become so disillusioned with what it's been turned into.
Over the last few years, hosting Festivus parties and events has become an increasingly popular cultural phenomenon. At one downtown Toronto gathering, some IT professionals used Festivus as a theme for a networking event. While not all of the holiday's traditions were in play, an airing of grievances did take place.
She took the day off work, stayed home, eagerly awaited her new washer and dryer. They didn't show up.
Mark Sherry attended his second Festivus and says he thinks the holiday serves a purpose.
You know, we do need a holiday that we can all enjoy, and Festivus is that kind of holiday everybody can enjoy.
Kathleen Wilson, president of the Networking Forum's Toronto branch, says she had a number of reasons to make it a Festivus party.
We chose Festivus because you're trying to observe all calendars, and Festivus is ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. We try to make it fun.
While Festivus's roots lie in the rejection of the commercializing of holidays, it has very few set customs and can take on many different forms. Tonight, Festivus provided a secular stage for a holiday networking event. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, Festivus is a holiday anybody can partake in. So while it might be said that Festivus is for the rest of us, in reality, Festivus is for all of us. Phil Heidenreich, Humber News.
Thanks, Phil. Some religious and cultural holidays around this time of year include Hanukkah, the Jewish festival of lights, celebrated for an 8-day period between late November and late December. Another festival of lights, known as Diwali, is celebrated by Hindus and Sikhs for 5 days between mid-October and mid-November. Kwanzaa is a 7-day festival celebrating African American culture. It begins on December 26th and ends New Year's Day. Eid is a 3-day Muslim holiday that marks the end of Ramadan, the Islamic holy month of fasting. This year it landed in September. Orthodox Ukrainians celebrate Christmas on January 7th. Tradition is to fast the day before Christmas until the first star appears in the sky.
And now here's Amy Douglas with a look at what you'll want to catch on the big screen.
Hi, I'm Amy Douglas, and today in entertainment, I've got the scoop on all the big movies opening during the holiday season. On December 17th, he's smarter than your average bear. The small screen classic Yogi Bear comes to the big screen. Also on the 17th, Disney offers a sequel to its 1982 classic Tron. Jeff Bridges reprises his role as Kevin Flynn in Tron Legacy. The film centers around Flynn's now adult son Sam, played by Garrett Hedlund, and his journey into the grid, a digital world of his father's creation that has held him captive for over 20 years. Father and son must manipulate the grid in order to return home. Casino Jack, starring Oscar winner Kevin Spacey as Washington, D.C. lobbyist and businessman Jack Abramoff, will also hit theaters December 17th. And kids bring everyone closer, right? The newest film in the Meet the Parents series, Little Fockers, opens on the 22nd, and Gulliver's Travels opens the same day. On Christmas Day, Catherine Zeta-Jones catches the eye of a much younger neighbor in The Rebound. The award-winning director of The Triplets of Belleville, Sylvain Chomet, is back with his second animated film, The Illusionist. The film follows a struggling illusionist who quickly finds himself jobless. In his travels to find work, he lands himself in a small Scottish town where he stumbles across a young woman. She convinces herself that the illusionist is not an illusionist at all, but instead a real magician. The Illusionist, a French-language film, also opens Christmas Day in limited release. And of course, all the movies with the big Oscar buzz will still be on screens for your viewing pleasure. They include The King's Speech starring Colin Firth, The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg, and True Grit with, once again, Jeff Bridges. That's all for entertainment. Happy holidays. Now back to you in the studio.
That's all for Humber News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Crystal Burney.
And I'm Tom Parisi. Today's show was written, produced, and directed by Humber students at the North Campus. You can catch us online at mediaservices.humber.ca and on YouTube. Now we'll take you to High Park where you can enjoy skating all winter long. From all of us at Humber News, have a happy holiday.